Alright, so this is going to be an update video on the AR web-based control software. So what you're going to see on the screen is two different things. One is going to be the AR robot itself, and the other is the control software. As you can see right now, I have the robot in the center position, but I can go ahead and hit the home button, and that is going to home the robot. So you can see right now it's finding home. If you boot up the robot for the first time and it doesn't find home, it's not going to actually let you send it to any sort of locations. So here we have it homing, and boom, it found home. So now I can hit the center button on the screen, and the robot is going to center itself to the 0 position. So this is the 0 position for all of the motors. Now, what I can do is I can actually click go here. And right now I have run on robot toggled off. So it's going to actually toggle and tell the simulator to go to that position, which it already was in that position. So let me go ahead and change that to be -10 and click on go. And you can see the simulator went to that location. But if I turn on run on robot and then I hit go again, you can see it's actually going to make the real robot go to the position in the simulator. As it's doing that, you can see I have a readout on the right hand side of all the positions, whether or not it's moving, whether or not it's enabled, whether or not it's homing each individual motor on the right here. So now another thing that's cool is I can actually shut off run on robot, and I can open up this dashboard to run simulations, right? So if I click on run simulation now, it's actually going to execute these 6 different locations on the simulator. So I can test them, see how it's going to go before running it on the actual robot. And you can see it just finished that simulation here. And you know what? I think that simulation looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle on run on robot, and now I'm going to run that simulation on the real robot. So you can see everything that's happening in the simulator is occurring in the real world, and vice versa. And here we go. It's going to have 2 more commands left. And boom, it just finished. Another cool thing about this interface is I have an emergency stop button here, which will actually disable all the motors. I have a freeze button, which will actually freeze the robot in place. So if I were to tell it to go to this position, for example, and hit that button, I just froze it in place, right? So I can hit the go button again and have it finish that motion. In addition to that, I can always rehome it, recenter it, which you can see here by hitting that center button. And I can even use these joint toggles to actually change the joint position a little bit in these toggles. So that's an update on the project. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for